Can you talk a little bit about the book that you wrote, which we all think is a fascinating one? When did that idea come along, the concept of the early French airplanes?
Well, I'd always been kind of interested in them, but the ones that we all know, like that one over there. That's the Blériot, isn't it? Yeah.
The one that everybody knows.
Yeah. And maybe there was something in the magazine that would have benefited from some other pictures, or I wish I'd known some more about this or something. So I got involved with the French editor of Le Fanatique de l'Aviation. Now it's called Le Fana. I can't remember his name. And so we agreed that we'd write it together. And we would each send us, we'd do a lot of research, and we'd send a draft of the section we were doing and look at it and then send it back. And that worked out very well until it got into pictures. And how do we do pictures? Because I had no access to pictures, and he had the Musée de l'Air. And somehow we got into a terrible row over it. It was really unpleasant. And so I gave up, or he quit, or I quit him. And so I worked to the Musée de l'Air by myself, and that worked out very well. But it was really exciting to see a whole new sense of those airplanes and where they all came from. And if it hadn't been for the Wrights, it would have been the French. And they were even more imaginative and creative than we were, like your Givaudan with the big round wings. It was lovely to read about them and to see them in the museum. It's a great place to go. We saw the Blériot, the original Blériot, in the Musée de Technique. It was like Verkehr and Technique, except it was in French. And they usually had her hanging, but this time they had her down and they were repairing her or something. Did I tell you this? And they had it mounted. It was on a table up against the wall, and the wings were here and the fuselage was there. We could just come in. So I touched it. And it was very badly built. I was amazed. Things didn't fit very well.
This is the one that crossed the channel.
Yeah, the actual one. Maybe it was the seawater that did it, but I was surprised. But it was like touching a real thing in a museum. You're not supposed to touch them.
Right. Not
only so you won't hurt them, but they don't want you to get that feeling, get you excited by it. Anyhow, that was fun. I don't think I'll write a book again right away.
That, I'm assuming, was a long-term project.
Yeah, that took quite a while.
A very intense book.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's been another one like it before or since.
Well, it's interesting because Schiffer had planned to do a series of them. And there is one other on England. And I can't remember the name of the people. I have it. It's very much like mine. It came out afterwards. And the guy who wrote the pieces on the Wrights for World War I Aero, Smith, maybe. He started one on American airplanes before the Great War. And the last I heard, there were 2,000 of them. It's more than anything. And I've never heard about it since or seen anything about it since. But they really had a plan to do early pre-war airplanes of different countries using this model, which is a good model. And
I agree.
So they did too. I think that's all. I still get payments from Schiffer once a year. I think I got $23 this year.